All right, so we got the NBA playoffs here. Obviously, I'm kind of disappointed being a Wizards fan. The Wizards aren't in it, but who cares? Uh, so first off, let's go to the Western Conference. You've got the Suns and the Pelicans. Devin Booker is out now. I probably should have done this before the series started. Really interesting Pelicans team. Just thinking about them right now, right? They've got Herb Jones, and then of course Ingram and McCollum, who I think are the two most underrated players in the league. And then I guess Alvarado and Devontae Graham are sharing point guard time. And then Valanciunas at the five, and they got Jackson Hayes too. So a solid rotation with some scoring, pretty good. I don't think it'll be able to last long, but there's there are some good pieces there, obviously. But just imagining this team with Zion is crazy. Like I don't really know how they would. I guess their lineup would probably be. I don't even know if they put McCollum ever at the point, but it would be like Devontae Graham, McCollum, Ingram, Zion, Valanciunas. Maybe I don't know. I'm not huge on playing Zion at the four just because he's not really. I guess he is a four, but you kind of marginalize your rebounding a bit there. Whereas you could have Jackson Hayes, and then you got two 7-footers with him and Valanciunas. But anyways, are the Suns in trouble? I think they definitely are. I mean Booker's their best player. They have good role players around him, but not having Booker is just a massive blow to them. Are they in danger of losing the series to the Pelicans? I don't really know, to be honest. I'd be surprised if the Pelicans still won the series, but I think that the Suns are really just in danger moving forward. They were my pick coming out of the West, and I don't know if I like them anymore. In that spot, I'd probably go with Golden State now at this point. So yeah, let's talk about Golden State. I've been a Golden State hater the whole year. I didn't think they were legit. I hate that they don't play a center, which really pisses me off. Weird reason. And they've pretty much dominated Denver, a Jamal Murray-less Denver. So not that impressive. I really want to see them like against a solid team, like and I know that sounds cliche, but like I'd love to see them play, I guess, like the Jazz, go up against some talented size. I'd like to see them in a battle with a team that they're neck and neck with. And it's weird too. Like it'll be weird seeing them play Dallas. You know, Obviously they don't have Luka right now, but Dallas I don't even think is that strong of a team. So I think the West is kind of wide open for them, to be honest. And I know that was kind of an all over the place observation. But yeah, I guess we can talk real quick about Utah. Right now they're taking on the Mavericks. No Luka Doncic until Game 4. And I'll tell you, man, I mean, first off, they got to exploit down low more. You know, the fact that Gobert, Gobert's not really a threat offensively, but I feel like they just got to use the paint more in terms of, I mean, Gobert can dominate Dwight Powell, like, let's be honest. So that's one thing. Two, I mean, Dallas is just, they're giving Dallas open shots, and Dallas is just making them. Like Dinwiddie, Bertans, everyone was getting in on the action. And it's just kind of weird to see. Because I always, going into this year, I was like, Dallas isn't going to be good because it's just Luka and that's it. And their second best player is probably Jalen Brunson, and he stepped up. And he's going to have to continue to step up if Luka's health is a concern here. But I still don't really consider Dallas legit. I guess they could go on a run though. It's just so interesting to think about. And then you've got the 2 seed Memphis. Young team. And they're taking on the big 3 in Minnesota. I thought the Timberwolves were really dangerous for a really long time. I think they could definitely win the series. I think they can run the table in the playoffs. That big 3 is really scary. They just have a really solid starting 5. D'Lo's great. Anthony Edwards is a beast. Towns is awesome, of course. Vanderbilt's a nice piece. Beverly plays great defense. They just have some really nice. Josh McDaniels is all right. They've got some really good pieces. And Naz Reid is a great guy off the bench. They've got great size. I'm just a huge fan of them. I just think they have a pretty good roster. And obviously Memphis is great. They have kind of the dream lineup. It's so similar to, you draw comparisons of Atlanta's team last year, breaks out of nowhere, and then Memphis kind of breaks out of nowhere this year, and they have such similar teams, right? They've got Morant as their predominant scorer, Atlanta Trae Young. They've got Desmond Bane as their primary shooter. Atlanta had Kevin Herter and I guess Gallinari maybe considered. And then they have the stand-up center in Clint Capella. They have that with Steven Adams. They also have, John Collins and Jared Jackson are similar players. So just a really, really similar team makeup. And it gives, it gives you, it's just interesting to see, that these types of teams have been successful and kind of breaking out of nowhere. But that's kind of my analysis. I have Golden State coming out of the West now due to that Devin Booker injury. And thank you guys for listening.